Happy Tuesday. This week, I'm jumping right in that we're going to be talking about values. Now, that is such a huge concept to cover in just few minutes of a little blurpy type of thing that I like to try to make these things for you. So, we're just going to touch on it to open the conversation and talk about there are so many things out there about people talking about core values, how to find them, what they are, why they're needed, all the things, right? So bottom line is core values are these things that we believe wholeheartedly. We believe that they bring vitality and meaning to our lives, even when life sucks, right? So who doesn't need more of the thing that brings vitality and meaning to our lives, even when our lives suck, right? And so when we're making decisions and living our lives through these lenses of what our core values are, then guess what that means? We're making decisions that bring us more vitality and meaning to our lives. So that's the benefit. That's why we talk about them. That's why, all of these things, because if we're actually taking action on and living our values, not just believing them, but taking physical action on them and living them on a regular basis, our lives overall feel better. We are happier. We feel more fulfilled. They give us energy so that we can handle the things that are outside of our values or the things that, do deplete us. They give us the energy to handle the things that, don't give us the energy, that deplete our energy, that are stressful, that all of those things, the adulting stuff, right? So that's why it's important. But before we talk about what values are, let's talk about what they are not. Values are not goals. They're not the things that I want to achieve. They're the things that we wholeheartedly believe. Now, that doesn't mean that we're already living them. It just means that we really wholeheartedly believe them. We believe that this is the thing that does, when I do in those moments that I live them, it does bring me vitality and meaning. It does bring me energy. It does pump me up. But I find myself not living them as often as I need to. That is something different than this is a goal. Like, I don't really like doing it, but I want to do it. Like maybe something like persistence. You may want it to be a value, but it's not, but it depletes you when you go into it, right? It's good. It's something that you want to do. It's something you want to implement in your life, but it's more of a goal than a value. Value is something that's already baked in. It's already in there. It already does bring you the vitality and meaning. So number one thing that values are not, they are not goals. They are things that are already bringing you vitality when you live them, right? And the other thing that they're not is domains of life. A lot of people will say, my family is my value. My God is my value. My, whatever. They're all wonderful, lovely things, but they're a domain of life. They're all important. So what we're looking at is things like family, friends, spirituality and faith, sex and intimacy, career and finance, home and environment, health and your body. All those things are very important to all of us. Those are domains of life. Those are different areas of your life that everyone has. They're important to everyone. The blending of them all is what makes us whole. Like, they're all just things in our lives already. They're domains of life. They're not values. And some values will be stronger in some of them, and some values will be not as strong in others. You may not have the same, value for faith as you do for finance, right? They might not be matched. So those are different domains that have their own values. But then there's those few. There's those few, like 3 to 5 core values, that if these are all the domains, these core values lie even underneath all those domains. They're so powerful and so strong to us that they flow, or can flow, through all the domains of life, making all of the domains of life wonderful for us, right? So what the heck are they, Nance? These are what they're not. What are some things that they are? Listen, there are a ton of values that we can choose from. Just a few, just so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Things like honesty, engagement, courage, authenticity, fun, responsibility, growth, supportiveness, challenge, change, right? These are all things that, these are all examples of values that, notice them, that they can potentially flow through all those domains of life, and they may or may not bring you vitality. So that's just the beginning of this conversation. Here's the question for you is, What are yours? What are your core values? What are the things that make you feel powerful and vivacious? There you go. That's what I was looking for. Um, one of the ways to know what your values are is you will react very heavily if someone steps on them. Notice the things that trigger you. Oftentimes, not 100% of the time, but oftentimes, if something triggers you, if something makes you wake up in a way of needing to defend yourself, a lot of the time that is because your value has been stepped on by someone. So take a look at the times that either you are triggered or you have triggered someone else into a defensive mode. Chances are someone's values got stepped on. That's one way of really defining and seeing for yourself what your or someone else's values are, so that you can speak to their values in a very caring way, and you can make sure that you enrich and improve, your relationship with your own values, so that again you can have more vitality and meaning, so that you can handle more of the icky life stuff. Let me know what you think. Tell me what your values are. I'll gladly share mine with you if you're interested. And let's see how we can bring more vitality and meaning to your lives on a regular basis. As always, let me know how this is landing for you. Let me know what yours are. And also, let me know what you want me to talk about. And I'll see you next week. Bye.